my preference for biplanes started, the first time I saw PK flooding Euphoria was practicing with them in Illinois, in 2008 when I was practicing before the Nats, and I was kind of looking around for what I was going to fly that next year. I had my Aries, but if I was going to go to the World Championships in 2009 in Portugal, like we did, I wanted to have something a little more unique. I didn't want to show up with on this airplane, basically. So I saw PK flood at Euphoria, and the thing that struck me the most from the very beginning is presentation. And I can still remember him doing the 4 of 8 opposite. Whatever pattern it was in, 4 of 8 opposite in 2008. And it just displayed these points so well. An 8-point roll is a deceptively hard maneuver. You know, you've got these little 45-degree points, and it's hard to present those 45-degree notches a lot of times. The biplane, you just always know where it's at. You always see it. It's, you know, if you make a mistake, it's not good, but the presentation is just so much more impressive. I was just impressed.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go to Portugal. And, you know, you and I have been trying to do an airplane together forever. And I still remember sitting down at dinner and saying, you know, let's do a biplane. He said, you know, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So we started talking about it, and I think overall, when we began, the approach was just to create something really unique, special, something that other airplanes or other designs didn't have. So in the beginning, a lot of our effort went into how we were going to get light, because we knew we wanted it big. Compensate for that and kind of do things or plan the airplane around certain aspects to make it lighter. A couple of those things would be like our wing stays, which you have beautifully handcrafted and then cut apart and then handcrafted again.
Yeah. I think I've changed these wing intimacies about 20 times. I know some of the issues.
How much lighter are those than those stays I had on the Euphoria?
They're 1 ounce a piece lighter.
Yeah, so that's a big deal.
I think through working with the Euphoria and some of the other biplanes like the Shark, when I first did the Shark, I was really concerned about the strength required in the inner planes, you know, in the wing stays, and they were just overbuilt from fear, and nobody at that point had come up with a standard, because you have to realize that the biplane, so really the development of it is unknown still to now. You know, there's so many things, so many areas of improvement that we can make in weight alone and doing things lighter.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, however way you want to look at it, the demands for professionalism in our aircraft today, with the demands and the maneuvers that are put on us, forces the designers and the modelers to be more creative, have better skills at building, better skills at molding, better planning in the process of building it. You just can't throw an airplane together anymore. You have to really think it out, build it in your mind, and then go on past failures and past successes and build on that. And we're still early in that process.
Right.
I feel we got so much to learn, and the Alferma has put us in the right direction as a good launching board, a good platform to work off of. You know, simple things as I remember when we went to Portugal. It was windy, good Lord, windy and dusty every day.
Turbulent. Not only windy like
Turbulent.
it was at the Nats last year, it was turbulent.
And you know, one of the things that really, for me, being the mechanic and being the guy kind of guarding and protecting your equipment and assembling it and making sure everything was working right, the biggest issue was taking the stupid thing apart and putting it back together. I mean, it was just ridiculous, the amount of effort in the wind to do that.
Yeah.
You know, we were kind of behind the 8-ball, having you just crashed an airplane. In fact, I think we finished your backup in the motel room the day before the event.
Yeah, we made the backup.
Yeah.
At the practice field.
In that process, we learned that, okay, you know, the Japanese are on to something. That we need to have some simplicity in the assembly. It needs to be something that's fast. One guy can do it by himself in the wind.
It needs to be solid too.
It needed to be solid. We had so many issues with the Euphoria and the globe, just wearing the pins.
I think that was a huge thing. You know, we really wanted to design something that snapped together quickly, but also was
durable.
Very, very durable. Yeah.
One of the features we have on this airplane that's kind of a collaboration is you come up with a magnetic idea on the wing stays. Kind of had to figure out how we were going to do it, but I want you to demonstrate what we're talking about here. On this airplane, you put it upside down and assemble it. You put the bottom wing on, then you flip it over, and of course we've got 2 screws on the top of the wing, which we're gonna improve on that with some quick clips. But if you're in the wind and you put the top wing on and then flip it over and put the bottom wing on, the wings are just really loose. There's not a whole lot of structure and a lot of area to keep the wings from flopping around, so you have to hurry up and take the airplane, grab a wing, or a helper has to grab a wing and keep it steady while you slide pins in and out of it. And it's just really difficult. Then you have to tape the pins because of fear of falling out in the air.
Right.
You know, we lost
I had to put a piece of tape over.
I mean, it was a 15-minute job to assemble the biplane.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a cool thing we've come up with kind of Brett's idea and my implementation of it. We have a pin on the top here that allows let's see if I can get a picture of it. It allows the inner stay to hinge and fold away for the wing, kind of like the Japanese are doing now, which the rookies perfected over the years, and just a really good concept. Now the difference is, instead of using Delrin for all the hinge points, I just used aircraft ply and hardened the holes, and I find it wears way less. We don't have any issues with the pins backing out or wearing out or anything like that. We probably have, I don't know, 150 flights on this airplane, and with no wear issues at all.
Yeah.
But on the bottom, what I did on the inner plane, because this is basically just 1/4-inch balsa wood that I've carved to a geometric shape and kind of made it pretty and put some reinforcements here. These things weigh 15 grams a piece. So there's really nothing to them other than the fact that they're laminated with carbon fiber. But here I had my buddy Mike Pascal had a machine shop make me some Delrin pins and then some receptacles here on the bottom end. And in there, what we did was, it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get a good area.
Yeah. See
On the inside here, we put magnets. And there's 3 magnets, and I kind of tested all this with weights to see how much it would hold. But basically, when you put the top wing on and then put the bottom wing on, by yourself, you can just slide it together and it's done. And that right there was one of the biggest improvements we did on this airplane.
The other thing is we don't have to carry anything extra. With the Euphoria, I had to carry 2 stays, 5 pins, and then two interconnectors. You know, because I was only running 2 aileron servos, so I had a connector to the top wing.
That's right. That's something else that we kind of.
With this airplane, because these stays fold up onto the wing, you know, you don't have anything extra carry aside from another wing.
Right. You put your wings in each bag. Everything is included on the wing.
Yeah.
and you put the wing on, you screw the wing down, and you pop the stays down, and the airplane is assembled.
Yep.